Hello everyone, welcome to a new Titanic update. It's very late at night, and you may notice a small difference with the ship. We have portholes now, running not all the way along the ship. As a matter of fact, most of the ship doesn't have any portholes, but the parts that do are full of them. So, that means we have reached G deck. And the next deck is going to be awesome. Next deck is going to be F deck. And you know what's great about F deck? It actually stretches across the whole ship, meaning we're going to get to see a ton of portholes. So let's start with the tour. We have the fireman's quarters. The fireman's stairwell, which now has the actual fireman, as well as fireman's laboratories and stuff. There are two washrooms. There are two cabins, I guess, bunk areas for the firemen. The next big area is third class cabins. We have a ton of these guys. And look at them. Hold on, there we go. This is what they're gonna look like throughout the ship. This is what a kind of smaller one looks like. Yeah. And yeah, heading up these stairs really just gonna be more cabins, but we're not there yet, so oh well. The next, and now because these are just kind of cargo areas, I'm not gonna spend too much time on what they look like now, because they're honestly not that different. And well, okay, they're not that different from the other cargo areas that we looked at. But an area that is different is the baggage hold, which now looks much nicer now that it's not lit with open air. It actually kind of looks correct. Here's what this room. How do I get? Okay, there we go. This is what this room looks like now. Still got that hatch. And then we have that baggage hold. It all looks somewhat different, actually. Then we have another baggage hold over here. We have the actual sorting room. And we have third class cabins. Now you may notice that there's a bit of an area I haven't been talking about that you guys may have actually seen. And that is the storeroom. Nah, but in all seriousness, it's the squatch court. We are introducing all three passenger classes on this deck. First class, second class, and third class. And that is the first and third class introductions, really. Also, the coal bunkers now wrap all the way around the boilers, which create these nice overhangs that I have not put lights on. Why have I not put lights on them? I will do that. Actually, I'm going to forget otherwise. So. Although, actually, no, it doesn't really matter for these sides. But we will do it over here because you can actually get back here. There we go. There we go. And that'll be good for that so far. I might add lights to the rest of it later on. Who knows? Probably not. The engine room, and it does kind of make everything look different because now there's parts that are actually have roofs. Now, something you may have also noticed is there's a pool now, although it doesn't really lead anywhere. It's definitely interesting. And now we're going to move on to the engine room, which is also starting to look very different now that there are ceilings on both sides. We aren't quite to the part where there are ceilings at the top, I believe. F deck might be... No, it's E deck. F deck's going to be another one that's kind of like this. E deck's where we make the big switch. And really, it isn't until D deck that we really see the effects of it. So, yeah, let's look through. We have some storerooms. We have oil tanks, fans, paint stores, and brine pumps. We have an engineer's workshop, a fan, and another store. Pretty great. We've got these nice little outlets here with steam pumps, or with steam valves. We have all the way around. We also have that on the other side. And yeah, now we got these nice, lovely lantern lit areas. Yeah, here's like a... Yeah. Hopping over to just after that, we have a bunch of storerooms. I'm not going to go through the trouble of labeling them, because although there is a thawing room here. That's the one I kind of remember. Oh yeah, and this one's flour. I also remember that. We have a lovely little hatch. We have a staircase right here. Here is what all of this looks like now that it all has kind of a roof over it. It looks a lot nicer, admittedly. And there's one last room I'd like to show you with it that has its roof. This space is probably the first room in the tank top. Actually, no, that would go to the cargo holds. This is the first engineering space to have a full roof over it. Isn't that neat? And yeah, it has the switchboard. Everything looks basically the same, but now there's a roof over it, and the lighting is much more moody. So yay. And these areas look pretty different as well. I did not put a hatch over that, and we'll see why in a second. Oh yeah, here's the ice cream machine. All powered by steam, of course. And this is all a refrigerated section. I remember that much. And more cargo hatches. These are going to go all the way up to, I believe, B deck. Then we have our introduction of second class through second class cabins. Now these are alternating second and third class, but I was kind of itching to not do more third class cabins quite yet, so I actually went ahead and started on second class cabins. And yeah, where's a good example? Yeah, here's basically what they look like. They're kind of based off of that one drawing of second class cabins. I'm sure everyone's seen it, but actually no, I won't show a picture of it because I'm just post this like immediately after I'm done filming. So yeah, we have this cargo hold. Looks much nicer now that it has a roof over it. Then we have third class cabins, kind of on the other side. Now you'll notice, and you'll notice this for sure if you have the deck plans that I'm using. I think this isn't entirely accurate. And the big reason for that is I simply don't have enough room to fully recreate every inch of the ship accurately. Not because it's a little bit difficult when the walls are a meter thick, no matter where you put them. So yeah, oh yeah, and there's also blanket stores at the back. That's about it for G deck. Next deck is going to be F deck. It's going to include some pretty famous rooms. It's going to include the start of the grand staircase. It's going to include the pool, Turkish baths, electric baths, cooling room, third class dining room, tons of cabins, more of this. And it's great because we are actually getting to what I consider to be kind of real interior. Not that this stuff is fake per se, but it's it feels more like Titanic now that we're getting to the upper decks. Now that we're getting to where there's actually like lavish quarters and things that are very clearly defined as first class. And it feels nice. It feels nice to get back to what I know Titanic for. And we're actually getting really close to E deck too, because once we hit E deck, things are gonna be real cool. Cause yeah, so this next update might take a while to come out, cause we're making a pretty big jump from G deck to F deck, because now there's going to be interior above the boiler rooms, which is very new. And yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.